Just recently, I did the OC SummerSlam down at the Irvine Great Park.
Yeah, I heard that one was pretty decent.
It was. It's pretty cool. I mean, the area itself, because they've been working on that for a minute.
Yeah.
But the way they have it set up, like it's a pretty nice vibe over there. I know they're planning on putting a whole much more
Right. Over the next
events
few
and
years.
activities out in that area. Like it's a pretty nice setup.
Mm.
Even in the concert venue, that's like laid out. It reminded me of a summer jam
Right.
back in the day, like the old 106 summer jam or a beat summer jam.
Yeah.
So they had like the lawn area where you can just throw your blanket down, sit down, chill. They got the food vendors, all that stuff there. And then they had it's different because we went there. The first time we went was for Ludacris.
Okay.
Ludacris and Yin Yang Twins were there, and the way they had it set up, there was like a pit right in front of the stage, and they had the seating off to the side. So I'm expecting, this is how they set it up every time. Well, turns out it's not.
Mm.
They do it different. So we went this last time. It was Pretty Ricky, Bow Wow, Soulja Boy, and Flow Rider.
Okay.
We're talking
Some early 2000s.
yeah,
Yeah.
mid 2000s
Yeah.
vibe, which was pretty cool. I mean, the main reason I wanted to go was to see Bow Wow. Not much of a. I mean, I enjoy Flow Rider's music, but not much of a Flow Rider fan.
Okay.
So we kind of cut out early because he was the main performer.
Mm.
But Pretty Ricky performed first, which is kind of crazy because the event started at like 6, so the sunlight's still up, and a lot of Pretty Ricky songs are sexual,
Right.
and it's kind of a family friendly event, so there's like little kids there, and they're doing all these songs,
Making the parents comfortable.
right.
We made you to this.
So you see a couple families like, let's go get something to eat. Because one of the songs, AJ Nothing But a Number.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, yeah, this song didn't age well.
Right.
It's not appropriate for today's time. But back in the early 2000s, yeah. Even before that, because Aaliyah had AJ Nothing But a Number.
Mm-hmm.
Going down ain't nothing but a thing.
Mm-hmm.
This loving I have for you. That's where I first started seeing red flags from R. Kelly. But that's another story.
That's a whole nother story. That took a left.
Yeah.
Concert venues. You were talking about concert venues and how they're working that one up and whatnot, and it got me thinking. I don't know if you saw the story, but an unexpected concert venue that's becoming very popular is SeaWorld.
I've seen that.
They're throwing a lot of concerts now at SeaWorld,
I've seen
and
that.
apparently it's a dope venue. People will thoroughly enjoy it. So now
Yeah.
it got me thinking like I need to look out for concerts at SeaWorld because now I want to go.
I used to mess with SeaWorld, and then I stopped because of the whole animal cruelty thing. And then they built that new roller coaster, and that was really tempting. That was really tempting because I'm a huge fan of a new roller coaster. But I haven't been yet.
CYRT trip.
Hey, there we go. Maybe during the concert. Maybe when somebody's performing, we can go there, hit that,
There you go.
hit the roller coaster up.
That's the thing I haven't determined yet. Is the concert? Do they shut the park down for just the concert? Or
do
is
they
the
have the
park just
concert?
open, everybody's
Yeah.
out there, but nobody can get into that stadium because there's a concert? That's
Right.
the only thing I haven't really looked into. But
Do you got to buy 2 tickets? One to get into
SeaWorld
SeaWorld,
and
and then one to get into the
right,
concert?
right.
Man, there's that
So-
capitalism again.
yeah, I've seen. And in fact, I think you mentioned didn't you mention the Yin Yang Twins?
Yin Yang Twins
Yeah,
was there too,
I think
yeah.
I
They
saw
did one
Yin
at
Yang did
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but it was
Interesting.
dope seeing them. But
But
yeah,
that's dope. Yeah,
Pretty
that's
Ricky
dope.
did their thing, and then Bow Wow and Soulja Boy performed together.
Okay.
But the crazy thing about it all
Did
is
you Superman?
Superman that hoe.
Okay.
I cranked that Soulja Boy.
I wanted to make sure.
I was pretty surprised.
Otherwise, it's a lost cause.
I was surprised at how many Soulja Boy songs I knew,
Interesting.
because I wouldn't consider myself a Soulja Boy fan.
Right.
But as they're doing the songs, I'm like, I know.
He was there when he was on the radio, so
He was. It was a lot. He was out
subliminally
there
you
a
took
lot.
it in. You
Yeah.
took it in.
I'm like, I know more songs than I thought I did, because they was doing the hopped up on my bed, turn my swag on. I was
Right.
like, okay, like I really know these songs.
Surprise yourself.
Surprise, surprise. Yeah. But nah, him and Bow Wow performing together was pretty dope because they got a couple songs together. They had
Okay.
that Marco Polo song.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So they had a couple songs together. But them two performing, they put on a great show. Like Bow Wow's a good performer.
Interesting.
High energy. Like he commanded the stage. He was all over the place.
I've never seen him live, so
That was my first time seeing him live. But just being a fan of his, because I mean, bro's been in music since he could talk.
right.
Like
Snoop's video and
early Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
like he's the little kid on G's and Hustlers.
yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a motherfucking hustler, like that was fucking.
We'll have to censor that out.
We ain't censoring shit. CYRT. Yeah, so just knowing that he's been around and doing this for a minute,
Right,
and then Snoop even having the insight because he was supposed to be Death Row.
right.
So the fact that Snoop had some insight because we got this little 6-year-old kid hanging
Yeah.
out with a bunch of
Take him over to JD.
hanging out with a bunch of Crips and shit,
Right.
and he was about that life. He was ready for it too,
And that's another testament to JD
Right.
because how many artists did he have that started off? I mean, Chris Cross, Usher,
Yeah.
obviously Bow Wow. I mean, he had a lot of artists that started off very
As
young.
kids, yeah.
So
Yeah, he's great. He can spot the talent early. And even the fact that Chris Cross wasn't even artists, they just had swag, is what we
Right.
would call it today.
well, they had backward clothes.
And but I'm just saying, like they had their own personalities,
Tonight's the night.
which was a great song.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Chris Cross gave us a lot of bangers too,
Yeah.
especially off that first album. I missed the bus. That's back when kids were innocent. Now we got
Do you remember? I mean, I know we're sidetracking a lot right now,
we're all over the place right
but
now.
do you remember the shirts that we all wore with Taz and Bugs
Yeah.
with the crisscross clothes
Yeah.
on? That
With the
was
back
like
clothing on. Yeah. That was everywhere.
about a year or so ago. I saw a spot that had throwback shirts and
Yeah,
it had
they
those
had that
shirts,
one?
and I had to cop. I was like, just for the nostalgia, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
getting this, and it was the front and back one too.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah, they got it.
Yeah, those shirts were dope. Those shirts were everywhere.
Indeed,
Everybody had that shirt.
indeed.
The crisscross and the Taz. Man, those were the days.
But yeah, I
Those
mean,
were the
back to your concert though. I mean, it sounds like the energy was there. It sounds like you had a good time, and so you bounced
Yeah.
when Flow Rider
It
came
was
up.
good. Yeah, we left before Flow Rider came out. Two reasons. One,
No apple bottom jeans,
no boots with the fur.
none of that.
No, we skipped out. We
The
skipped
whole
out
world
early
was looking at her.
because she was getting low. Yeah, but
Well,
neither of us.
first she hit the floor.
Yeah, neither of us were big Flow Rider fans. But plus, we wanted to get out before the rush, before the crowd and everything like that.
Yeah.
We're old. My back don't back like it used to.
Let me get out this traffic. Right. I hear that.
Let me get home before.
That's crazy, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But it was a good time. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like Bow Wow put on a really good show. Surprisingly, Soulja Boy put on a good show. And Soulja Boy had a lot of fans there. And
Right.
for them to be, let's call it mid 2000s, because they're like 2005, 2010. I want that might
Somewhere
have
in
been
that,
around the
yeah.
end of it.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, there was a lot of young fans there
Interesting.
who I don't even think they were either not born yet or they were really young.
It could have been one of them things. They just, parents listened to it and they absorbed.
And they yeah.
So, it's like me. Like, I mean, I grew up listening to what my parents listened to, right? Which for me was a mixture of jazz, classical, and then oldies, rock, and R&B and Motown.
Right.
So it was like this weird mixture of genres, which is what got me listening to all different genres of music to begin with. I mean,
yeah.
because we talk a lot about hip hop and R&B, but I listen to a lot of genres of music. I mean, there's times where I'm doing something and I zone out with jazz on. You know what I mean? It's just I like rock, I like metal, I like
Yeah.
whatever is my mood, right?
Right.
And I appreciated the fact that I absorbed the genre differences that I grew up with, and I embraced it, and then widened it, I guess.
Right.
So
Added onto it.
yeah. So
And I'm imagining it was the same for you and your kids, like the music that you listen to.
yep, they kind of absorbed, and
Yeah.
and so they're all kind of like a little bit, not quite as wide as me yet, because when you're younger, you're going to be appealed to what your peers are appealed to as well.
Right.
And you might try to introduce some of that other stuff to them, and they might, and so you just like, so you kind of bottleneck. But as you get older, they'll start to go back and yeah. So
And not to mention different times too, because there was a limited source of where you can get the
we had to buy discs.
music. Yeah.
It was either recorded off the radio or buy the disc.
Yeah. Like
Now
there's
you can just press
one
the screen.
radio in the house that everybody was listening to. Now everybody has a radio in their pocket.
Yeah, don't be bumping the radio where mom's is watching TV, because
Yeah. Big no.
turn that bass down.
Big no.
So
Yeah. But concert was cool.
that's dope, man.
I enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Can you reach that?